Hello and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Scorpio for the mid-November time period. I will let you decide what that means to you. Please remember that this is a general reading. There may be some parts that do not resonate with you. Only take what does and leave the rest. I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today, dear Scorpio. In the past position, we have the Emperor, clarified by the Devil. In the obstacle position, we have the Knight of Wands, clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. In the present position, we have the Two of Cups, clarified by the Four of Pentacles. And in the future outcome position, we have the Ace of Cups, clarified by the Nine of Cups. In the past position, we have the Emperor, and it's clarified by the Devil. I will say right away that it's really good that the Devil appears in the past position, because to me it suggests that, temptation and greed, some sort of a fear that affected you in the past has kind of left itself in the past, so that's really positive. In the past, you also have the Emperor, which both of these cards are major arcana cards. Of course, the Emperor is a really positive card. He is an authority. He brings stability. So there was something in the past that was really stable for you, that really kind of built a wonderful foundation for you from which you continue to benefit today. But the Emperor is all about using self-control and discipline to progress forward, realizing that dedication and commitment are useful allies when setting a goal and, pursuing that dream. The Emperor is sort of, he could represent your energy. He could represent also energy around you. Perhaps it could be like a boss or even a former boss. It could be like a relative, perhaps like a stern relative that doesn't show, a lot of emotions, but definitely brought a lot of important meaning into kind of the chaos that you may have experienced in the past, and created, stability out of that chaos, which is, kind of created protection almost as well, which was really important. Partly to your identity, but partly to sort of learning how to overcome difficult situations as well. In the obstacle position, we have the Knight of Wands, clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. Now, the Nine of Wands is all about creative energy, and generally the Knight of Wands is really positive. Did I say the Nine of Wands? I meant the Knight of Wands. Generally a very positive, energy. But in the obstacle position, the Knight of Wands doesn't really feel motivated, and he is not really sure kind of what direction he wants to go towards in order to achieve the goal, in order to kind of accomplish what he wants. He knows that he does want to be successful and that he does want to be abundant, but he's really not sure kind of which direction to move toward. And as a result, kind of that creates a little bit of chaotic energy. It could be, a little bit of anxiety as well, impatience, instability, maybe kind of even a little bit of recklessness as well. And it's clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is generally a really positive card. Anytime you get a card with like a warm yellowish background, usually they're pretty positive. However, when you get the Nine of Pentacles in the obstacle position, it suggests that you may be spending a little bit too much money. Maybe you are not being as frugal or as budget oriented as perhaps you normally would be. But the Nine of Pentacles in the obstacle position definitely kind of is an omen and a reminder to watch your financial side of things. Make sure that you're not spending too much money, more than you earn. And make sure that you're being thrifty. Make sure that you kind of remember that sometimes, we get used to a luxury and we believe that it's so important for us to have it that we work sort of extra hours and are away from our family, away from our loved ones, in order to get that luxury. So make sure that you kind of review some of your financial things so that you don't have to overly work too hard in order to provide. And as a result, sacrifice time with your family or your friends or a hobby or doing something you love. In the present position, we have the Two of Cups clarified by the Four of Pentacles. This is a really powerful, really positive combination, very stable combination, because the Two of Cups is all about love and it's all about union. Remember that love comes in different forms. It could also be about partnership or commitment to a friend or to like a goal that you made with a friend. Definitely really positive, high vibration energy that brings, kind of makes your month really stand out and really, feel a lot of love in the month of November. The Four of Pentacles is, of course, earth element. They earth brings stability and kind of security in the kind of tomorrow, if you will, but definitely in this relationship or kind of a partnership as well. So, you absolutely have every right to feel like your partner has your back. If it's about a relationship, then definitely your relationship is very stable and very strong and is going to continue kind of progressing in the right direction. In the future outcome position, we have the Ace of Cups clarified by the Nine of Cups. And of course, that is the best outcome a person can have, a person can wish for. Definitely the Ace of Cups means joy and fulfillment and contentment. And the Nine of Cups is a really wonderful card. It's a yes card. It's a wish card. So definitely there's going to be a wish granted. In the month of November, overall, you're going to feel pretty incredibly well. You're going to feel like you're, on cloud number 9. Definitely there's going to be some wonderful event that takes place. Perhaps it's going to be your perspective that changes for the better, but definitely you are focused on love and you're moving kind of in the right direction towards love. There is, however, a bit of a warning with the Ace of Cups, and that is make sure that you're not idealizing love. Make sure that you're not making love like better than it really is, because sometimes love means doing kind of things that are not super glamorous, that are not super rewarding all the time. It could be, picking after someone. That is a form of showing love. It could be kind of working two jobs and not, spending time on what you enjoy doing, as a show, as a form of showing love, if you will. So make sure that you don't make love your one and only goal, because that sometimes can be a little bit disappointing. It could be, the main message of Ace of Cups is that love should originate from your internal self rather than from the outside. When you feel security on the inside, then it definitely shows on the outside. So when you kind of look for love on the outside too much, it can be disappointing. It could be a little bit heartbreaking. Let's see if we can clarify some of this reading with the 3 energy oracle cards that I pulled. And they are Journey, Healer of the Ages, and 6 Chakra Archangel Metatron. Definitely the Journey is a card that suggests that, in order for you to feel happiness and, be surrounded by family and friends and for them to be happy as well, you have to be first happy kind of on the inside, because the true happiness comes from the inside out rather than from outside outside in. The healer of the ages is all about health and vitality. It's a card that reminds us that, we should focus on healing as a way to progress in our relationships. This is an angel that brings, kind of a strong presence and reminds you that miraculous transformation is possible if you choose to manifest it, if you choose to focus on vitality and balance and renewal. Of course, the sixth chakra archangel Metatron is a card of clarity of thought and personal vision. It's about basically the third eye, having insight into why you feel the way you feel, and also being able to think clearly. When this card appears, it indicates a much greater clarity in your thought process and an expanded perspective toward broader horizons. Some new perceptions are taking hold, and the clouds of confusion are clearing. In some ways, this could be a new beginning, for you're on your way to developing a deeper insight about what's going on in your life and why. So definitely really powerful card that suggests that the time to focus on what you want to achieve is now. Sort of become the visionary and pursue that vision with, everything, like with all your willpower, with the self-control and discipline as well. Let's see what answers from angels we have as well. Oh, and they are: let go, look for a sign, and remain positive. So definitely let go relates to the devil, as well as some dark energy that's in this Knight of Wands and Knight of Pentacles combination. You don't need to kind of pursue every single goal and every single dream. You need to focus and sort of kind of narrow down the ultimate goal, the ultimate dream, and kind of stick to that. Also, there are maybe some connections that may be weighing you down, some things that you may be doing throughout your daily routine that may be weighing you down. So definitely the angel here reminds you that you want to let go of that sort of unnecessary attachment, if you will, and definitely look for a sign. Pay attention, be aware about things that are happening around you, and the people that are around you as well, in order to progress and move in the right direction. And of course, above all, stay positive. Even though there may be challenges that come up, you know what's best for you better than anyone else. So definitely, focus and manifest things that you want, and ask the divine for support to move in the right direction as well. Let's see what three mystical wisdom cards I pulled. I also pulled three mystical wisdom cards, and they are, again, letting go. Learn to let go. This is definitely a very strong message that the divine is trying to impress upon you. Good fortune, invite magic in, of course, manifestation, and then go with the flow. Let things happen. Sometimes when we want something so bad, we create negative energy that kind of creates a block. When you allow things to happen naturally, when you allow kind of things to play out as they will, and sort of kind of which I think, Scorpio, you do really well, so it should not really be that difficult, but definitely go with the flow. Try not to force things, especially in the month of November. And remember that it's important to say affirmations throughout the day. It's important to check in with your thoughts, and make sure that you're thinking more positive thoughts rather than negative thoughts, and that is when the good fortune, will kind of bring more and more into your life, the good vibrations. And definitely make sure that you're letting go of things that are not needed, and maybe are weighing you down in some way throughout your kind of daily routine, if you will. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Scorpio. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.